everyone and welcome back to Study With Me. Today we will continue with Kingdom Classification 1 and this is part 3 video. So let's begin with the video. Now we were discussing about the 5 kingdom system of classification and out of them I have covered Monera and Protista. I'll leave the link in the description box to check it out. Now let us continue with Kingdom Fungi. Now, first let's know about its characteristics. The word fungi means mushroom. Secondly, they are eukaryotic cell, heterotrophic and multicellular or unicellular. Third, there is a presence of chitin. Now, what is chitin? That means the cells have a cell wall that is made up of tough and complex sugar that is known as chitin. Now, they are saprophytes. They are parasitic also. Now, the way of reproduction is through spore formation, budding and fragmentation. Examples are molds, yeast, mushroom and toadstools. Now, let us know about some useful bacteria and harmful bacteria. So, here is the list. First, let's cover useful bacteria. First of all, they are nature's scavengers. How? Because they decompose the dead, decaying bodies of plants and animals and their waste products as well. That means they are helping in making the soil fertile. Okay. Second is food. Now how food? Morels and some mushrooms are enjoyed as plantable food. Right? Third is production of bakery products, which is very important because yeast is the main thing that we use in bakery products. How? Like for baking bread, yeast along with a little sugar is mixed with flour to make dough. Okay? Now that dough is kept in a warm place. Now what happens? The yeast uses the sugar present in the dough as food for them. Now during the process of breaking down sugar, carbon dioxide, that is CO2, and alcohol are formed, okay, which make the dough rise, okay, fluffy and rise. When the bread is baked, alcohol and CO2 escape from the loaf, making it light and fluffy. Now similarly, idli and dosa, they are also made by yeast only from a mixture of ground dal and rice. Now after a few hours, the mixture rises and becomes fluffy, light and sour. Why? Because of the action of yeast. Okay. The fourth point is for the manufacture of vitamins and medicines. Because yeast is also used for manufacturing these all things. Like the most important one is penicillin. That is an antibiotic and it is obtained from penicillium, which is effective in destroying many kinds of disease causing bacteria. Then we have production of alcohol. Okay, alcohol and many alcoholic drinks are produced by a process called fermentation. Now, wine is prepared by fermentation of grapes and beer by fermentation of barley. Now, sixth point, that is production of citric acid. How? The fungus Aspergillus is used in the production of citric acid in large quantities. Citric acid is mostly added to jams, jellies, candies and even at times meat products as a preservative. Last point, that is flavoring of cheese. Okay. Now here is an image. You can see the image of yeast. Now we've come to harmful fungi. First of all, they attack tissues of plants and animals and causes diseases. Okay, because mold spores can cause allergies in some people that can lead to sneezing, sniffling or any kind of respiratory problems. Then they are agents of diseases in plants and animals. Like many fungi can cause diseases in plants, animals as well as humans. Now some diseases caused by fungi in plants and animals can be like tinea, that means it is a type of fungal infection of the hair, skin or nails. Okay, now here is an image where you can see The athlete's foot is another fungal infection that usually appears between the toes, okay, but can also affect the toenails at times. One more important, that is ringworm. Ringworm is another disease in humans that is caused by a particular kind of fungus. And then we have toadstools. That means some mushrooms like toadstools are poisonous for us, okay. And the last point, that means they damage paper and paper products, leather, and even at times clothes. So it is a necessary evil sort of. Now we'll have a type study on molds. So what are molds? Now, you would have seen a dusty cottony mass on moist bread, right? Or cheese or books or any other things at home. Now what is this? This cottony mass is mold, that is a fungus. Now mucor and rhizopus are the two common bread molds that grow on bread and other organic matter like fruits, vegetables. Molds are microscopic fungi composed of long filaments that are called hyphae. Okay, now hyphae are the thin filaments containing cytoplasm and nuclei. Now mold hyphae grow into a cottony mass that is known as mycelium. So this was all about the introduction of molds. Now we'll further continue with molds nutrition. So what about nutrition? Bread molds are heterotrophic. They obtain their food from the surface on which they grow with the help of hyphae. In molds, respiration is brought about in the presence of oxygen. That means aerobic respiration. It's not anaerobic, it's aerobic. Now let us come to the last part, that is its reproduction. Molds reproduce by both asexual and sexual methods. Asexual reproduction takes place by spore formation. As I mentioned earlier, spores are very simple in structure. They are like seeds which are released in the air. They germinate to produce a new mold colony under certain suitable conditions of moisture and temperature. So this was all about molds and fungi. I hope you liked this video. Part 4 is approaching soon on our channel, and one more important announcement, that I have kept Kingdom Monera and Kingdom Protista's video as part 2 only, but they are two different videos. Okay, so thank you, take care, goodbye.